I can remember just 5 minutes ago, after the levees broke in New Orleans, a heated Kanye West got on television and said,
"George Bush doesn't care about black people."
Now at that particular time, I was on the left. I was young, I didn't know much about politics, and had simply followed what I heard my peers say over and over and over. So I sort of ignored Kanye, laughed at his approach, and left it alone. He was probably right in my mind. After all that I had heard since I was young was that whites in the government were oppressing black people. People didn't give any explanations of how that oppression was occurring. It just was. And that oppression came especially from Republicans like George W. Bush. Fast forward to today, after absorbing so much knowledge from folks like Ben Shapiro, Thomas Sowell, Walter Williams, Andrew Klavan, and Larry Elder, to name a few, I've embraced conservatism. And that transition wasn't an easy one. What I think is happening with Kanye West has happened to me, and obviously has happened to Candace Owens, or Red Pill Black, and will continue to happen to many others after us. That is, that we've started to wake up and notice that the things we were taught were lies, or at the very least, based in misinformation. What we've noticed is that victimhood is not going to take us very far. That the things we were taught were falsified in order to benefit folks with political agendas. What we've noticed is that blacks shouldn't strive to be monolithic. We shouldn't all think the same, and we don't all think the same. Unfortunately, many folks on the left need for us to have a groupthink approach. It's to the point that they're willing to attack those of us who wish to get out of the crab barrel. They just dig their claws in and try to pull us back down. Just look at their reaction. In a minute, we'll look at how the HOT97 DJs are reacting to Kanye's tweets. Hip-hop culture dominates vast portions of the black community and has, like other popular cultures, changed societal norms and values. That's why what happened the other day with Kanye West's tweet storm is generating so much conversation, and it's an important conversation. It's important because so many of the people who push the victim narrative are attacking Kanye West, who's abandoning victimhood and beginning to consider culture. So if you're black in America, it's expected that you're a Democrat. The way that they keep you in the mindset of voting Democrat is by telling you that everyone on the right is racist. And that's exactly what happened today when the Washington Post called Kanye West an alt-right darling. There are very few people in the alt-right, but that won't stop the left from trying to categorize everyone on the right as alt-right, so they can continue to promote the idea that Republicans or conservatives are racist. Now, most of us are familiar with how politicians and media folks do it, but let's look at how folks in the hip-hop community on HOT97's Ebro in the Morning attack those of us who dare to simply agree with the right. Laura Stiles from HOT97 got on the radio and said that Kanye West did not know what was going on in the streets.
He doesn't understand what's happening in the streets, what's happening when it comes to protests, none of that.
Now, this is typical of the hip-hop community, to pull the whole street cred thing. But would they say this about Jay-Z? No. Would they say this about any other rapper that they like? Probably not. Why are they able to get away with saying it about Kanye West? Simple. Because now he's aligned himself with conservatives. Peter Rosenberg said that
Kanye doesn't appreciate the danger of the things he was tweeting about yesterday.
Now this part is funny to me coming from this particular white guy. He's talking about the danger of conservatism. What about the danger of all things that hip-hop promotes, that you play on the radio daily? What about the violence in hip-hop, the misogyny in hip-hop? Those things don't affect you, Mr. Rosenberg. Those things mainly impact black people. So the promotion of black-on-black crime, the promotion of promiscuous sex, the promotion of having kids out of wedlock, the promotion of selling drugs and using drugs, and basically just the promotion of vile, reprehensible behaviors altogether. You, Mr. Rosenberg, promote this every day on your radio show. Conservative values promote marriage, education, freedom, life, and liberty. How is that dangerous compared to all of the things that you play on the radio daily? I'll wait. Now, here's another despicable comment from this HOT97 show.
I told him I thought he was cooning for cash. Being in the lobby at Trump's house, I thought that was a coon move.
A new game we're starting here on Friday.
Cooning for cash. And he was like, why, you think I'm gonna make more money because I'm saying the things that I'm saying? I said, yes.
He believes that more conservatives will buy Kanye West records because Kanye's doing these tweets. However, you have to believe that if that's true, he'll lose some followers on the left. Plus, I thought conservatives were racist. Why would they buy Kanye albums if they're racist? Now, Ebro thinks that he's going to gain more money from speaking out this way. What he doesn't understand is that if Kanye still is promoting nonsensical and misogynistic rap lyrics, that he's not going to go very far with conservative listeners. Conservatives liking his tweet isn't automatically going to get him sales. Furthermore, this term cooning is ridiculous. I've addressed it before. Anybody who's comfortable enough using the term coon is either a white racist or a white supremacist in blackface. Ebro, being of mixed race, might fit in both of these categories. And judging from the types of artists that Ebro and his team at HOT97 promote, they almost certainly are more aligned with white supremacist values than Kanye West's tweets were. It also should be noted that the only black person that we can see in that room is the one who isn't talking. But back to our regularly scheduled program. There's a point in this interview when Ebro says that
Donald Trump aligns himself with people who want to see the demise of black and brown people all the way to the womb, bro.
Then he reiterates,
to the womb.
Now, I'm sorry, but isn't it the Democrats who align themselves with Planned Parenthood? I'm just saying. Planned Parenthood is actually causing the demise of black and brown people from the womb to the tune of over 1,000 babies daily. So what are you talking about, Ebro? Then we're hit with this idea again of if you haven't struggled as a black person, then you don't have an authentic view of black people.
You know, while there is struggle in Kanye's past, and obviously he's from Chicago, there is struggle there. There's also some affluence to a degree.
He's a well-educated middle-class kid whose mom worked hard to put him in a good spot, send him to college, etc.
And so this Candace lady, same thing. When you look up her resume, people get so out of touch with poor black and brown people in this country, and they think that their experience applies.
Now, this is ridiculous at its face because most black people live in the middle class, just like Kanye West. Is Ebro saying that the minority of black folks in the lower class are the only real black people in the world? And by the way, Ebro, you grew up with a mother and a father. Your mother was white and Jewish. Now, Ebro makes a lot of money now. How does he know about black struggles? By his logic, he would be in the same boat as Kanye in terms of his credibility and ability to speak on these matters. This whole interview just heated me up for the day. I surprised myself by being able to do a video like this after work. The bottom line is that Kanye West just gave a voice to a whole new generation of black conservatives. Now, whether Kanye West is conservative or not doesn't matter. By pointing to Candace Owens, he just got her more followers, guaranteed. He ultimately helped the conservative movement because now people will be doing more research and homework on what conservatives actually believe and not what liberals keep telling everyone that conservatives believe. For that, I have to salute you, Kanye West. If you like this content, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I'm out.
No more Yaza Baza.